Yaddle was born in 509 BBY. A member of the same species as Yoda and Grogu, she was found to be Force-sensitive and was taken to the Jedi Temple to be trained in the ways of the Jedi. Eventually, she was promoted to the rank of Jedi Master and was given a seat on the Jedi High Council, on which she remained for some time. Yaddle trained many Padawans, including Oppo and Sissis, who eventually took up a seat alongside her in the High Council. Yaddle devoted a large amount of her time on scholarly endeavors, spending a lot of time studying in the Jedi archives. Despite this, she was also an active Jedi in the field as well. By the High Republic era, Yaddle was in charge of Jedi initiates at the Jedi Temple. After taking a sabbatical, Yaddle encountered Jedi Knight Vernestra Rwoh at the temple. She had once taught her as an initiate while leading a group of younglings. Rwoh said that she hoped she was living Yaddle's teachings, to which the elder Jedi chuckled before resting her hand on Rwoh's arm and instructed her not to reject her instincts. During the invasion of Naboo in 32 BBY, Yaddle was present in the Jedi Council chamber inside the temple on Coruscant when fellow Jedi Master Qui-Gon Jinn presented himself to the High Council with daunting news that the Sith had returned to the galaxy. Soon after that meeting, Master Yaddle accompanied Jinn through the temple. Jinn noticed that many of the Jedi they passed had already heard of the news, saying as much to Yaddle. Yaddle then reasoned that it was due to the nature of Jinn's surprising statements. Dooku, who had been visiting the temple, approached Jinn and called out to him, requesting to hear about the Sith Lord he had encountered on Tatooine. The Count surmised that the Council had not been eager to validate Jinn's conclusion that his assailant was a Sith Lord. When Jinn confirmed his supposition, Dooku noted that he had been warning the Council of the coming darkness for quite some time. Yaddle then interjected, stating that there was no cause for undue alarm and asserting her authority on the Council in making that statement. Dooku questioned whether she doubted Jinn's claim, to which Yaddle replied in the negative, stating that the Council had taken a stance of being cautious until they knew more. Dooku stated that Yaddle was right about one aspect in particular. The Sith Lord was not to be trifled with. Dooku emphasized his worry that he would not be around to protect Jinn any longer, while Jinn reassured him by stating that his apprentice, Obi-Wan, filled that role. When the turbo lift arrived, Jinn left the two of them. Yaddle then asked whether things were alright with Dooku. The Count simply commented on how their Padawans tended to grow very quickly, a statement that Yaddle agreed with. Yaddle was later present during the evaluation of Anakin Skywalker, a 9-year-old Force-sensitive child who Jinn believed was the chosen one that was prophesied to bring balance to the Force. The High Council initially agreed that they would not accept him into the Jedi Order. However, they reversed their decision as Jinn's dying wish was for Skywalker to be trained. In the aftermath of the Battle of Naboo in 32 BBY, Yaddle decided to take a less active role in Jedi affairs and step down from the Council. After Jinn's death on Naboo, Yaddle encountered Dooku in the Jedi Temple on Coruscant and discussed the upcoming funeral of his former apprentice. However, he stated that he would not be attending the funeral, which brought surprise and raised suspicion to Yaddle, as both Jedi were close friends. Curious as to what Dooku was up to, she followed him to the works, where she discovered him plotting with Darth Sidious in the building. Yaddle revealed herself, and despite Dooku's betrayal, she offered him compassion. After a brief moment of hesitation, Dooku regretfully told Yaddle that he was afraid it was too late. Yaddle eventually engaged in a lightsaber duel with Dooku, challenging his moral stance. However, Dooku defeated her in the duel, claiming that he only wanted to bring peace and order to the galaxy. Yaddle reminded him that so many had already suffered for what he called order. Dooku remained unmoved, other than to coldly sneer that he would give her peace. The former Jedi Master then killed Yaddle with his lightsaber, an act which brought him closer to the dark side and pleased Sidious. Yaddle was highly sought after for her great wisdom and was also known for her quiet demeanor, patience, and kindness. She looked up to Grand Master Yoda, who belonged to the same species as her, but was nearly twice her age. Now, after witnessing her death, many questions arise. What happened to Yaddle's body? Did Palpatine use it to study her genetics? Is Grogu a result of those studies? Is that the project on which Nala-Se will work at Mount Tantis on planet Wayland? That would explain why Season 2 of The Bad Batch was delayed after the release of Tales of the Jedi. If you like my content, feel free to share it on your social media. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. You can also follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. All the links are available in the description below. I'll see you next week for another review, and until then, may the Force be with you, always.
Remember, the Force will be with you, always.